Hello, and of course, welcome back to Dan Plays Save the Light. It's been a while for me. Basically, after that last episode, took a break, a couple of weeks off, both editing and uploading and recording these, and now I'm back. Yeah, some of the episodes that have... Oh, I just got an achievement unlocked. Complete all fish stew pizza deliveries. Okay. And another one. What's happening? Work of art. Help Vidalia finish her masterpiece. What in the world? Oh, that's so strange. They must have patched the game since I last played. Oh, how peculiar. Oh, that's a strange situation. Oh. Well, there you go. That was weird. Yeah, so obviously last time we had a bunch of crashes that really infuriated me, and then really annoyingly, more annoyingly than anything else, this thing here is... Was it this thing or was it this thing? Yeah, it was this thing. And I'm going to have to work my way back through to where I was just to get the last few bits, which is really quite irritating. So yeah, I got annoyed that I left before I got the last thing, and then of course it crashed once I went through the thing in the Pyramid of Peril. So yeah, it was. So I took a little break because it was just like, it was just really frustrating. It's a badly programmed game in many ways. It's such a good game, and it's such a shame that they didn't have the money and the resources available to them to stabilize it. Because otherwise, the gameplay, the concepts, the artwork, everything is so good, and I think that's why it's so frustrating. I think when a really bad game is full of like glitches and shit, you're like, oh well, no one cared anyway. I'm frustrated for Grumpy Face here because it's one of those weird things where I'm just like, you clearly cared a great deal about this game. You clearly care a great deal about this show. You really wanted to make this great, and you were so close. It is great in almost every conceivable way. From a technological point of view, though, you've obviously not had the resources you'd have liked, or the time to test that you'd have liked. It was clearly pushed out quicker than it should have been, and the result has been. Has been them not for a game that is quite frankly unstable. Now I've looked into it, and apparently my issue is Connie. Now this is apparently a common issue where one of the characters moves but becomes bugged, and I've looked back through the videos, and not all of them. One of them happened with Smoky Quartz, I think, but generally speaking, Connie's study and basically buff moves have been the source of my issue. So I'm going to stop using those, which is a shame. But they apparently are aggravating my thing. And there's lots of reports online of people having certain characters with certain moves that get bugged in that way. Now, it could have been worse. It could have been one of Connie's central attacks. But yeah, I'm going to have to avoid using those because apparently they are, in my case at least, they've been what's triggering.
I know I put it in here somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Oh, please no.
Ooh, I know.
Even more frustrating. Just something not saved. Because we came through this last time. Right. Okay. We have some stuff we're gonna need to go do, apparently. Because apparently it's not saved. That is quite infuriating. I might have to go back to the final area and redo a bunch of stuff we've already done. Well, there you go, guys. More fun. Yeah, this is the real frustration of it. If the game sucked, it would be funny and you'd dismiss it and it wouldn't matter. I think the fact that I get as frustrated as I do when it lets itself down in those weird little technical aspects, glitches, not saving properly, whatever in the world has happened. I could be wrong about the saving thing, but I'm pretty sure that we unlocked that door at the end of the last session before it crashed. But I might have just answered my own question. The crashing might have prevented from saving, but I would have thought it would have saved. If you're wondering why I'm back here, by the way, I just want to check. I wanted to check if it also said, because I seem to recall upgrading some of the weapons. I'm just checking that saved. Let's see. Okay, so it's saved that I did some of the weapons, which is concerning, because... that's really weird. Alright. Okay, so now I'm worried about something completely different. I'm worried that it simultaneously thinks I have used the key and therefore it's no longer there for me to collect, but has not saved that the door was opened, therefore that area will never be reachable for me. That is now what I'm concerned about. But we will see. And also, Beach City just shot up to 80%. Was it 80% last time? I can't remember. Well, anyway, we're just gonna truck on because there's nothing else to do, is there? I can sit here and I can bitch and moan about having to redo stuff, but we need to do it. I've got to finish this. I've committed. We've done so much. We've been through so much together, guys. I think it's time that we. I think it's time. You know, it's pushing forward time. We just gotta do it. So I'm gonna redo this area because there's stuff I missed anyway. And then hopefully in doing that, we will re-find the key that'll get us into that other area, and hopefully we won't experience any crashes this week, because this bit is a real pain to get through that way, because it is a series of fights connected to each other, if memory serves, and they are not. I don't remember them being like hugely difficult, but strung together, they do get like quite. Okay. Maybe this room never had a fight in it. Let's see. Yeah, we've still got loads of these to do. So we're going to have to work our way back through to the central area of this. I wasn't quick enough with the button! So yeah, if we work our way back through this, hopefully we'll re-find the triangle key thing, as well as completing this area, and that will then allow us to... let's be risky and use Crashy McCrasherson over there. Yeah, so when I went through the footage, it was really weird to notice that it was Connie almost every time. Like, every time. Like, it was, yeah, well, except for there was one or two where it was other characters, but it was, you know, a good 80% when I was using Connie. And because she's such a prominent character of mine, obviously Oh, wow. I guess I didn't check people's health before this. Oh, Dr. Garnet, please. Thank you. It's so frustrating because Connie's such a good character. So like, it's one of those things where I feel like I'm battling the game's own programming. Like, that's not... Do you know what I mean? That's not how it should be. It shouldn't be... That isn't where the challenge should lie, if that makes sense. And there's also been some design stuff we've talked about as well, but that's you know, now that is on the developers really. Like the puzzles that you can only solve by just sort of guesswork and rubbing your character up against every surface until you find a hole in the wall or whatever. What the fuck is? Oh, cool. We'll save that, but I really like that move, so we'll use that in a bit. I'll use that on one of the tougher guys as I break my way through here. So yeah, so if you're wondering, like, with the break, it was actually, to be fair, I've sort of implied here that the break was because the last session left me so frustrated. In reality, really, I just needed a day, basically. the real factor is obviously a couple episodes ago, you'll recall that I got a phone call with a new job offer, and that meant I'd probably have to move. And basically, once that happened, there was a couple of days where I was like off work and there was nothing really to do for it. Like it was just of my current, what was my current position. I've now started my new job and it's all going swimmingly. Thank you for asking. It's been it's actually been about 3 or 4 weeks since I last recorded. Even though, yeah, I don't know when the last time I uploaded was from the perspective you're hearing this, but yeah, between this and the very last one, it's been a good couple of weeks, and yeah. So what happened was I got super frustrated in that last video, and I did want to take a break, and then. But how I'd recorded that one was that I'd basically found out about the new job, but I'd had a couple of days off lined up from my old position, and I used those to record a couple leading up to the one where I was obviously quite frustrated, and then I wanted a couple of days off because I was so annoyed, and then by the time I got round to feeling like I could play the game again, it was far too late. I was knee deep in trying to figure out my new position, my new job, which has been immensely stressful but very satisfying. And then obviously looking at like houses, and then also trying to keep up with the schedule of Steven University and doing the final Fringe Observers, and there were so many factors towards the end of that. Like it just got a little much, and I always said the thing that would have to go, sort of not first, but this was always the extra thing. So if it came down to it and something had to be cut, it was gonna be this, unfortunately. And I say cut like I was gonna stop. I was never gonna stop doing it, but it did mean I had to spend a little bit less time editing these and a little bit less time recording these. The priority had to be to make sure Steven University went out, and we were, because of the fact we'd let ourselves get not behind, but yeah, a little behind. We'd gone from being really far too ahead to being far too close to the wire, which meant that really any spare minutes I had, we had to use them on this. That was the only real way to justify it. It was the only way that it would work. Oh, don't go for Garnet, that's annoying. There we go. I'll take it. Okay, let's do this one. That's all it'll need. Ooh, yeah, right. So yeah, so it was funny for me at the beginning of this to be like, yeah, I took all that time off because I was so angry. But in reality, it was a combination of like my frustration at the game and leading straight into all this new job stuff, which, I'm sure you all can imagine, has been rewarding but exhausting.
I know I put it in here somewhere. I got just
That seems excessive. Where is the together breakfast?
This?
That'll do. Right. I hate these guys. Really, you need Pearl with these guys, because you get anywhere near them, he chooses to do that, and it's, yeah, there's no way to get near him then. Okay, let's see. There was a part of me that was tempted to get back through this section without you guys watching, because it's like you've seen me do this literally 3 times, I think, now. But in the end, I felt like, you've been on this journey with me the whole way. Let's continue that trend, I'm wondering if it's time for the super combo. I know I just wasted a move if I do this, because obviously Amethyst, I just put Amethyst on that thingy, but let's save it. Let's save it. That's a waste. Let's instead...
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
What are you going to pick, Steven?
One thingy coming right up.
And now I can. Everyone's favourite attack. Funny spams her sword. Wow. That's such an awesome move. I'm probably going to save the team up move even now, because the logic is... come on. The logic I'm using is that there'll probably be a fight further down the line where that'll be more necessary. Here we go. Ciao. Okay, right. Now it is... Ah, that's frustrating.
I've got just the thing.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, for an assault, we're going to basically make this guy stop for a minute, and then wait to build up as many stars as we can while he is occupied. Oh, that didn't last as long as I was hoping it would, but that's cool. Now we've got enough for my favourite attack in the game. Plus... No, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll be patient. Because then we can do that again. Love it. Look at that. And it didn't crash. I'm tempting fate every time I say that, aren't I? So what I'm going to do, my plan is to clear through everything and then investigate the area to find whatever items I missed. That's my plan. And I'm sticking with it. Okay. I'm wondering if this is going to be...
Ooh, I know.
Let's go mad. And use... Where is the shield breaker gone?
Ready?
And follow it up with... Once the shield is gone... Definitely not study. Ah, that's beautiful. And we got the freebie out of it. Which kind of solves the problem. Oh, we got another one. Awesome. Hopefully it's the same move. It is. And I won't use it on the same guy because that'd be a waste. We'll use it on this dude. Suck on that. Wow. That is... Connie just rains devastation wherever she goes, doesn't she? That's crazy. I was not expecting that. I mean, it's getting silly at this point. No, let's use Steven. Because that won't take much. And then we can use Connie's freebie. Which has no freebie. Don't know why I thought she did. But it makes more sense to use Connie there. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Sugar. Blocked a few of those, but not as many as I would have liked. Sure. Right, let's make more use of Garnet. Team up with Connie that way. Anywho, yeah. So my plan is to clear through all here, which we've done. We know the drill. We know how this goes. And then once we've done that, we'll have a search round for what we. Oh no, that is.
Ready?
Oh, sucks to be me. I did not do enough damage for anything, but that's okay. We can always do that. We can bring it down and do some damage while I wait for my stars to reform. Yeah, screw it. I was gonna wait till Amethyst's whip thing ran out, but then I was like, it's probably gonna kill it in the next shot anyway. That kind of reminds me that I probably should check what the sitch is. Everyone's got stuff they can assign.
Back together.
I know. I remember I didn't want to do all or nothing. That's pretty good. But let's start. See, I'm tempted to start rebuilding teamwork, but then again, everything else is so much higher now. It's like it's that bit of a futile gesture. Screw it. Confirm.
Check this out, Steven.
I'm gonna do my best.
That I really wanted, so I'm going for that either way. Oh, that's a pretty good ability. So let's do that.
Just getting stronger. No big deal. Guys, check this out.
Yeah, I'm definitely working towards that with Steven. That's an awesome move. And again, what's that one do? Yeah, it's not that much of a buff on the teamwork one for Steven, but there we go. Let's see what's next. Oh, another healing pad thing? Oh. Well, we probably could have used the last one then. Oh, well. We'll keep the last one for you. Might as well. Please be the end. Yeah, perfect. It's only taken us 20 minutes to get through this. Maybe a little under. And I'm sure some villain drops on our head through here or something. I can't remember now. It's been a little while. See, it's acting as if we've never been through here before, so I'm thinking that crash last time really did stop it from saving. I tried. Wasn't quick enough. Okay, right. Step one, straight away. Not even messing about here. Is
One baby coming right up.
and then oh no! How did I get all the timing so wrong on that? What a waste of a move. Sorry guys, I really blew that. Wow, I blew that so bad. Why does Connie no longer have... Oh, she does. She still has soul shots. She's in a different place now. Yeah, really sorry guys. That was awful. That was the worst execution of that move I could have possibly done. I don't think I hit a single button press. So yeah, what a disappointment. But there we go. Let's see what we can do from here. Not much right now, so we're going to have to wait a couple seconds. I'm glad I healed before this battle. Perfect. Yeah, that'll do. It's okay, I've got a plan. I think I have a plan. Some sort of plan. Right. I do know, Steven, you're right. Because now I can, if I'm... Hopefully, let's have some Connie rain down some absolute pain on these guys. I do like Connie and her freebies. Oh, I didn't... What am I doing? Oh, that's not a great shout from me. Oh, this is all going wrong very quickly here, isn't it? Okay. Reset for a second here. I think.
Cheeseburger backpack.
First things first, donut on, I think, Connie, she's the most valuable. And then,
Steven.
oh, dear Lord, this is horrendous. We are getting absolutely destroyed here.
Nice work, universe.
Ah, we were so close to getting, you know what?
Hey.
This is looking really bad. No, I can't let this happen. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
Never give up, never surrender.
Maybe this?
And then, oh, that's so frustrating. That's a thing I've done for some reason. That was an accidental press, but that's okay. No, we're gonna die anyway. Unbelievable.
Oh no, not Steven.
This is... And it's crashed. I just don't know what to do anymore. Okay, that didn't go to plan. We're gonna go again. Safe to say, we were on the cusp of some severe swearing there, and I just ended the recording before that became a thing.
Pizzas after all this.
Yes, Stephen, we should be doing pizzas after this. Treatza, to be precise. So yeah, we're gonna take another crack at that. Not great, considering we spent about 25 minutes getting to that point and then died at the very last battle before we could investigate the area. Disappointing, doesn't really cover it. And yes, I am calling that us dying. You could not get away with pretending that was a glitch. We were doomed. We were done. There was very little chance of us making out of that. I'm pretty sure we were simply a second away from being beat. I think going forward, actually one thing to check, those points I assigned still assigned? Looks that way. Cool. What I think I learned was that maybe going for those, going for the hooded guys first, they seem to be able to do the most frequent and devastating damage, so we need to make sure that we are taking those guys out sooner in this one. I'm going down a 5, guys. For those who remember, a few episodes ago I talked about how for some reason since day 1 I've had the TV set to 7 when we do this, because I did that the first time and the sound didn't bleed through. I'm keeping with it. Well, I have kept with it. I've kept with it until now, and I've gone down to 5 because this music is really loud. Actually, I think that is factually correct, actually, because I remember looking at an episode where I went between the 2 areas, and definitely found myself noticing that, wait, I've still got the team up move? That's weird.
I know.
So I've still not used the team up move. And I've got my stars back. That's crazy. So all the items I use and stuff, still there. That's mad. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I noticed when I was editing one time that the one section of the video was so much louder than the other on the actual like waveform. And when I looked, it was
So good.
oh, yeah, I gotta wait until we actually have some star points to use before I can do that. Yeah, it was this section, or a section in the forge somewhere where the sort of that guitar music was playing. It's just for some reason just a little louder than everything else in the game, but that's kind of fine. You guys keep attacking Connie, please. That'd be great.
Ready for action.
Keep using Connie because I'm hoping to get a freebie, but it's not really panned out that way. We'll hopefully get through this quicker this time. I was a little rusty anyway, because it's been a little while. I'm looking as if I'm going to find a move that works for 0. Not unless Connie got one of her freebies, which she did not. Come on, Connie. Take it out. Spicy. That's a spicy meatball. No, I think the move here is to use Steven to finish that fell off. Goodbye. And then to use the remaining 2 to at least this guy's something to worry about. Oh, I got nothing. Go on, go for Connie, go for Connie. Yeah. Because I like doing that. At the rate Connie is doing that, I'm gonna have her friendships up for all these guys pretty quickly. It's not gonna matter now though. Oh, I have got a freebie. I don't know when that came through, but I'll take it. Hopefully it's not been there too long and I've not been just ignoring it. That would feel stupid. Why not let her just finish the job? She does just decimate sometimes, doesn't she, just Connie? It's kind of silly, but like in a good way. Okay. I'll take it.
Connie Maheshwaran, at your service.
Was that I wanted? Yeah, I did want that. Really badly want that. Give me 3 or 4 more levels and I'll have that.
So my training paid off.
Oh, you know what, really? It's bad, but you know what I could do? Let's...
How about...
Should I? Where are they, though?
What am I gonna
Let's...
pick? What
Before I
am I
try
gonna
that,
pick?
let's make sure I know who I'm actually giving it to.
Back.
Oh, this could be
Coming right up.
really bad, but also really good.
How about... This'll do the trick. One thingy coming right up.
I'm going to have to do 4, I think.
How about maybe this?
Wow, Connie's going to be so overpowered after this. Okay,
Adventure is
please let this
awesome.
be enough. No! Points available 6, cost 7, I'm 1 off. Well, we'll save those.
Will my training
I
paid off?
really want this, though. Do I use the last one? No, it's...
One thingy coming right
Screw
up.
it. The end game is coming pretty soon anyway, so let's take advantage of this while we can have it.
I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, please do, Connie. What's lucky about 1%? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Oh, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. What great news. So that basically Sword Storm with 1 move less means I can just do it on the basic sort of. Yeah, look at that. So it means I'll be able to start with it here. She is going to be so OP now. I love it. Reduced down to 5. And I got a freebie out of it. Ah, love it. She is going to be absolutely unstoppable now, I think. Oh my god. The freebie was Protect and Study, which both can trigger not good things happen. So, not the most useful freebie I've ever had, but... Well, that was pretty decimating for the team.
Hey!
Come on, guys. Yeah, see, that was the problem in that last fight. If you're wondering why I did that instead of finishing off the other guy, it's because that's what I got Steven for. I knew I'd have 1 spare star. But I'll take the 2 there for that. heal yourself. See how that helps you. Goodbye. Wow, I am absolutely destroying this area this time. Some would argue I shouldn't have wasted all those thingies on Connie, all the level ups, but the end game is coming. I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather put them on. I could use them to balance out the team a bit better, but I mean that giving Connie the ability to use Sword Storm from the off without having to use a star is pretty useful as it goes. Okay. Here we go. Right, first things first this time, as with last time. Straight for Garnet for... Shield Breaker, I guess, but look at this. Yeah, Shield Breaker. Screw it.
Ready?
Oh no! I don't think that's gonna work. Oh no, it did the job well enough.
What am I gonna pick?
So
What am I
that's...
gonna pick? Do your thing, thing.
Brilliant.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm thinking this. If I do it to the... I thought I might catch one of the guys at the front. Oh well. Here we go. Time to be patient. Something this game has proven I'm not particularly good at. Let us see. Right, we're gonna just put a stop to you in general, and Connie can hopefully. No, not if I don't miss the. Not if I miss the button presses. I was gonna say Connie can hopefully. So that guy out, but. Alright, so it's time, I think, if I'm not mistaken, once again.
Ready?
Come on, do it right this time. No, that's the exact same. Come on. That's okay. It's okay.
I know I put it in here somewhere.
You did? It's there, Steven. Don't worry about it. I like calling it the privilege of finishing that thing off since it gave us so much trouble there. And we'll give Steven the privilege of striking early blow. That guy. Cool. Just gotta be patient now. Something again we've learned I am not, but that's cool.
Garnet's the coolest and everyone knows it.
Sweet. I thought it was going for Amethyst, so I thought I had a bit more space on the screen. That's a tricky move to defend, because obviously your timing depends on the distance, and the distances are all based on sugar. It's a moment like this I could really use. It's a moment like this I could really use
Ready?
Perry. That'll do. Why would I use Connie when I have this? Patient again. Wow. Alright. So, what we're learning here is... I should have done that the other way around. I've realised my mistake. Because what that now is, because that's pointless. Because I'm only going to do one slash and this guy's dead, and then. Oh, let me rebuild up some stars, I suppose. Which is always something. There we go. Sword Storm. I got a freebie out of it. It's too late, but thanks. Shame you can't take freebies through into the next battle. But at the rate Connie gets them, then nothing would ever cost me anything anymore. Got Amethyst. So, I'm going to be nice and healed up for the battle that we lost last time. And, completely different strategy. Let's not start with the big guy. Let's use Amethyst to put the big guy on Whip. And, no, because as soon as they start attacking en masse, they're going to end that move pretty quick. We just need to basically focus on the... hooded dudes straight away. Just clear them out any way possible. The answer. No fuss, no muss. Let's do this.
Oh no!
It's taken us 15 minutes to get back here, but okay. Let's see. You are the problem, really. Yes, I'll take a freebie straight away, yes. Let's see if we can just annihilate them this time. Didn't get any more freebies, but...
I've got just the thing.
Straight away, I'm just gonna... That move seems to have a higher rate of freebie, so that's one of the reasons I thought that would be a good tactic there, even though I didn't strictly speaking need to do that. No, we're gonna have to wait. Patience here, on all fronts. Don't have bag, don't have thing, don't have anything. That's cool. I think I know what I'm gonna do next. I think it should be a keep that fella out of the way while we do our thing. Awesome.
Guys,
Not messing about this time, it seems. Far too early. I think my problem is I try to time them based on the animation rather than just looking for the prompts. I think that's where I've always gone wrong with that. I've always been bad at that, and I think that's kind of why. You'll notice I am really not messing about here. Wow, okay. Let's... Connie's got a freebie. We'll use the freebie. And then we'll use legit. Smashy, smashy attack. Oh, yes. I'll take that. Thank you. Ah, beautiful. And another freebie, which I'll take in a moment. Let that run its course, and then we've got a plan of attack for the big guy. And this time, we're doing it right. I don't know what I hit and what I didn't hit there in terms of the timings. It doesn't make the usual noises in that move for some reason, or it glitched out. But either way, booyah. That may have been an overkill way to approach that fight, but after the last time I wasn't taking any chances. And there's the chest, which I already opened in an earlier video. Obviously, this will be the third time. I mean, I think I've already called an episode Deja Vu, but if I hadn't, this would be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think so. So now I've got to find out what the other stuff is. Oh, there's the light, Steven. The problem with this area is that there's no warp pad around here. Oh, who needs it? Let's not just. Oh, let's not go willy-nilly into this. Amethyst needs it the most. So I think what I'm going to do here, to play it safe, I know that I can go this way. The direction I'm sort of heading in now, Steven runs faster. And get out of here. But I'm not going to take that up now. I'm going to very briefly. Actually, let me just check what's around here. Because last time I obviously missed the light, Steven. For whatever reason, it didn't save the very, very first time I came through this area. Because we'd already got on that chest, and it doesn't seem to remember the fact that we already got that chest. So, for whatever reason, the crash that we then got in the next area, like, prevented it from saving properly. I don't know exactly what happened, but which really makes that last episode, not the first part of this one, but the very last actual episode, even more frustrating when I think about it, because then I just go like, well, wait a minute. That means that it was all for nothing. But that's okay. What I'm doing, if you're wondering, before I leave that area through that door, and I will go out through that door, as I'm supposed to plot-wise, I'm going to stand on the warp pad back here and check that the area is 100%ed before I go anywhere. I know that amethyst just keeps coming out of the corner of these rooms as I go. Steven's just so much faster than the rest of the guys now. Oh, this is the first room, so I need to... Still 2 more chests? Are they on the way out, maybe? At least I know, because I think last time I came through here, it was just the light, Steven, I'd missed. So I think you come across those chests on the route out. So at least I know what I'm missing now. Do not walk out of the door without 2 more chests, because I'm not coming back through these doors and all these fights again. Because this is the 3rd time at least, if not more. I can't remember, but we have done these fights far too many times. 100% of this game was a terrible idea, wasn't it? I think if I wasn't going for 100%, then none of it, I would not have had to have done so much repeating. We'd have done this in like 10 videos. The story would be complete. But I got it in my head I could 100% it, and that's what's... I think that's part of what's led to all the chaos that's ensued. But you'll have noticed my sort of like laser focus in that since the reset, since the crash and the reset on this session. I didn't, no fuss, no much, just in and out, getting it done. Getting it done. There's an episode title for you. Just talking superlatives now. Superlative. I don't know if that's a thing. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I am. And there's my 2 chests. Ba-bow. When I get these, I'll have 100% the area, and then I am escaping. Yeah.
Treasure!
Boom. It's a big moment.
Stop, more adventure.
So, we have cleared the area. Finally, many attempts in.
It's a good day for a mission. Oh noes!
Steven!
Yeah, we've been through this. I still am a little baffled as to how this wasn't saved on the last occasion, but... yeah. Yeah, let's get the dialogue trees over. I want to go do stuff. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yay!
This all seems quite familiar. And the things left in the forge, obviously, are still our, which I assume we don't have enough anything for. What are we? We are a lot of yellow chroma away from getting the spear, the tablet, the guitar, and a couple purple, a fair few purple away from the shield. Okay, so it's the yellow we mostly desperately need, but we'll look at that in a bit. Nope, wrong button down. There we are. That's where I need to go for the story. But alas. Oh, wait. Oh, that's why that's 91. We
Blow this popsicle stand.
have something else to do. Okay, I feel like I can relax a little now. Like, that's that sorted. Although... did I notice it saving when we warped just then? I wasn't paying attention. I really wish I had been. That is weirdly satisfying, by the way. Rolling through those things. Let's see.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
Steven.
Okay. Will it save when I head through here? Yeah, it's saying it's saving this time. So fingers crossed that's the last time we'll have to repeat something because of a glitch. Because I'll truthfully, my plan was to go back into that area at some point. The area that we just spent like an hour trying to get through.
Careful.
Oh yeah, we that we know.
Man.
So what was I saying? Yeah, so the area we're just trying to get through, like, I was not intending to go back through it so soon. And my plan was to come through here, this region we're in now, because this is where it crashed on the video before. Finish this up, then carry on with the story for a little bit, then go back to the forge. But because it couldn't do this, because it hadn't saved me getting the key from the other area, but I suppose I had to go back to the other area anyway, ultimately, so forcing me to do it now is fine. Except for the fact that I suck at the game, evidently, and got us killed. Yeah, so we had to redo a bunch anyway. Please don't crash in here this time, game. I don't think I can handle another crash now. I think yeah. I'm crashed. Ah, these guys are trouble. Where is he? Let's switch to Connie so he can... Oh, no! He knew to appear while I was distracted switching to Connie. That's okay, though. We've got... yeah. Suck on that. Oh, well that was problematic. And while that's happening, I need to screw it. Use one of these because there's a few things I need to do. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to start with the most evident thing I need to do, is just to take out this guy. I like that as Connie walked over, the thing kicked in. Set off that little torch. That's funny. Okay.
Ow! Ugh, this is the worst.
Wow, this is actually looking pretty rough. Let's see. What? Oh, I'm going to have to wait for my. No. Okay.
I've got just the thing.
Let's keep Amethyst alive, shall we?
Item, I choose you.
It's just the big guy we need to take out, really. He's the only one that's causing any real threat here. There's a lot of damage to pretty much everyone every time that happens, so let's not mess about. Let's not take any chances. Yes. Oh, wow. Still surviving. That is crazy. Well, we'll use the freebie for that. Still, though, that is a shocking amount of success.
This'll do the trick.
Yes, it will. Keep you busy. While... Oh, maybe I should have knocked the way around. That's okay, because now it is time to lay the smackdown. Oh, I should have just used the other move. That's really pointless. Oh well. Wonder what my freebie was. Nothing I can use. So far we've been doing this for another hour, and I've gotten us back to where we were at the end of the last video. Successfully. This is... I mean, this episode might as well not exist. Just gonna wait. Why not? Overkill. Overkills are fun. Real overkill. I know that was very unnecessary, but okay, good fun. Oh, Garnet was just about to come back as well. That's a shame. Maybe we should have held off. Let Garnet come back, and she could get some XPs from the battle. Cool. Connie got herself stuck. Let's. Do we need to heal anyone? Garnet couldn't use it.
I've got just the thing. Guys, how about this?
Steven is actually in worse shape than I imagined.
Cheeseburger
We'll use the last one. And it's back to health. Cool, right, where were we? Areas. There are lots of areas. This is a bit of a maze, this area. That is some sort of... Oh, man.
What am I gonna pick? What am I gonna pick?
I mean, I'll take it, but it's a... Best hole. Come on now, guys. Give me some cool stuff. Yes! Oh, shit. Okay. Tactics straight away that I'm deciding on is keep big guy busy while, hopefully, annihilating the other guys, because I do not have time for them to be stealing all my shit. Got a freebie, hoping it's the kind of freebie that will allow me to do that again. Yes, it is. That's a lot of lucky. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I have enough to do this. I couldn't see when she was swinging. That's really frustrating. But it's cool because I've got Steven, who can do that clumsily and break up that other move I had going. Great. And now I have to be patient because I have no backpack and I have no... What's it gonna take? I have no stars, so that's cool. For now. Don't do the same this time still. Oh no! Opposite of what I wanted. Alright, well. I guess it's fine because I can just do this.
One thingy coming right up.
So this should take down the health and give me time to build up more stars in general. Phew! Right. So this whole thing was just to get us back to where we started by the seems of it, but I guess worse things have happened. It's infuriating to think we wasted this whole episode and we're just literally at the fights that where we crashed on 2 episodes ago, but for a number of reasons, but yeah. Let's see. No, it's just gonna have to be the same thing. This is by far, to my knowledge, the most damaging move I have in my arsenal. Boom. Just gotta be patient again now. Don't generally do patient, but we're managing today. No, we're not. Well, at least I'm not like I'm not full on anger Dan mode. I am still somewhat resembling sensible. All that's happened as a result of my frustration today is it's just got me super focused, which is less entertaining because I'm not, you know, saying stupid things to keep the sort of the flow of the conversation going. But you know, that's okay. Oh, this is. Attack Connie one more time. Go on. I'd like to beat you on a counter. That'd be awesome. Or, you know, this way. Bang. Cool. So far I haven't had one of... I've seen, I think, 3 of these duels with blue keys, but I haven't actually gotten a single blue key. So I don't know how this maze sort of works. Oh, puzzle. That's annoying. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is a joint puzzle for Greg and Peridot. Neither of which character is here. So, I'm going to find a walk pad somewhere. There's got to be one in here, though. There's usually a walk pad in these areas. Is it near the door? Oh, man. I'm going to have to find my way back. Oh, that was so close. Okay. Right. Step 1. Straight up. Just keep you at bay. So you don't steal anything like Steven's backpack or whatever. Then, speaking of that, so I can do... Who is the most dangerous? It's got to be you. With your big yellow health bar and try and intimidate me. Good effort, but no, will not work. Okay. Right, we'll come back to... We'll sort you out in a minute, buddy, but this has got to... Stop you now before you shoot Connie in the next turn. Connie saves herself, that's fine. Wait, what has she got that's 1? No, I'm not doing that. That's a study-based move. I've learnt my lesson. I want to actually get through the area this time. No, I'm going to be patient this time. I got a bit giddy in the last few rounds of my moves. I can only use one. Brilliant. Yeah. Used too many items in the last couple of fights, and I probably shouldn't have done.
Cheeseburger backpack. One thingy coming right up.
Just to keep you out of trouble.
I know.
Okay. Let's see. Surprised he hasn't targeted Amethyst. That's what I've been assuming he's going to target this whole time. But that's okay. Alright. Then we just leave that for a bit because we might as well. Now, to finish things off, screw it. No, we don't have anything for that. Let Steven have the privilege. I've noticed, actually, to be fair, I did complain at one point about that move where it can take the backpack away being a little bit overpowered, because removing your ability to use weapons seems pretty hardcore as it goes.
I've got just
Weapon,
the
not
thing.
weapon, sorry. Your ability to use items seems pretty hardcore. Steven only move? Look at that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch out. Oh man, we need. I'm not getting rid of Connie. Oh, it's going to have to be Garnet and Perry then, isn't it? No, sorry, Garnet and. That'll have to do. So nervous about the fact this hasn't actually saved since I've been in here. If it crashes now, I'm going to have to do this whole thing again. I shouldn't be worrying about that, but of course, with this game I am. There it is. Oh. Sugar. You're the end one. That I know. I think that is how it. I think this is how it goes. No, sugar. Let's. I think this is wrong,
Ooh, I know.
but let's try. I can't remember how to use Greg's guitar. Here we go. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. It ain't right. If that's the answer, I'm going to be both annoyed and impressed with the game for that. Unbelievable. Why not throw some useless ones? Oh, that's hilarious. Well, I'll take it. Especially if you give me all the blue keys I could possibly need. Blue keys! Blue key. Well, this is one of those things where each blue key leads to the next blue key now. So I'm just like blue key in it everywhere I go. Oh, I hope that's right. We'll just try this one because.
Got just the thing.
No. Oh man, I'm Imperial on board. Actually, I really do have been making really good use of Amethyst's whip, haven't I? So, the electrocuting one. Oh, that's disappointing. I should have looked what was in there before I used the blue key. There's a blue key I've seen with a chest. I'm not in trouble now, but that's a setback. I wasn't expecting to. Okay, we'll just keep going. It's fine. So we had a fight in here, and then we went this way. Whatever I want to see. This is the thing. I'm scared about finding the exit because this game doesn't warn you before you then leave again. So I'm scared I'm going to take a turn and just go out the original exit and then have to refight everything that's in here. That's what I'm mostly terrified of. And you'd think the torches would be it. Oh, see, even then I thought that's what I'd done. Let's see what's in here. Yeah, you are, you little shit. Okay. Where are we? 45 minutes. I've only got 15 minutes to try and clear this place. Well, assuming that there aren't that many more fights in here, which God knows.
How about...
No, we just got to eat this one. That didn't do anything anyway. Good, good. Oh yeah, I was saying that even though I did say that move was a little overpowered, ultimately it's actually very rarely using it on Steven, to be fair. And I don't know if that's by design or if that's just the way it's worked out. But it works for the most part. Right, you know what? I'm just going to continue to do that because that'll allow me to get to 5. So I can at least do Connie's sort of more powerful attack, and it'll get me in some ways towards the next set of stars too. Do 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 do. Oh, hello. Why's my computer making noises at me? There we go. Let's use the freebie. It's always slightly concerning. So I've got this. Oh, I should have done for the big. What am I doing? Come on down. This happens to be distracted. I had enough stars there to do the more powerful attack, but instead of for a couple small ones, that'll have to do. Yeah, I got this app that will automatically. I shouldn't. So on the podcast in the past, we talked about how we go to America to watch some of these shows for our podcasts. And I've got an app that automatically goes to America for me, and I wake up and I have access to America. But it's basically re-downloading. It's re-downloading a bunch of stuff I've already downloaded today, which is weird. Well, there you go. I've got to look into why that's happening later. I'm sure there's a good reason, but I don't currently understand why it's doing that. This is fucking terrifying. I am so scared I'm gonna accidentally... Alright. Well, that's no go. Well, so that's where I came in. I recognize it. No! Okay. I'm gonna end this there because now I'm gonna have to go back to that whole area again. It saved the puzzles I've solved, but I'm gonna have to fight through all those guys again. So I'm gonna make that the next episode. I mean, I know that in that case, that's partly on me in that the doors sort of that was triangular designed. So it does look a little bit different to every other door in there, but still, there's not enough consistency for the. I'm just because yeah, that's really bad design. This game is horrendous sometimes. Just little quirks like that make this almost unplayable. It's like the rub your butt up against every wall until you find a secret area thing. The fact that in a world where the enemies completely from scratch respawn, meaning traveling through there will take you a long time, you need to warn the player, are you sure you wish to leave the area? That is a simple thing to add when you go through it, and I could click no and it would just send me back out the other way and I'd be back where I was, because that is ridiculous, because that has just cost me another 20 minutes of my life at the start of the next episode. I think that is common sense design, and again I find myself really angry, unnecessarily so. So yeah, we'll come back in a couple of days whenever I release the next one, and we'll hopefully finish the area behind me, and then we'll go to carry on and finish the story. Because if I'm not mistaken now, I've not got the map in front of me, but there's nothing else for us to do. We have 100% everything except for Beach City, which we're heading to. So I'm guessing there's an area in Beach City we haven't visited yet, and the story's going to take us there, and that's where the last few collectibles of Beach City are going to be, and that's how we'll 100% that area. And then once we've done that, all we'll have to do is go find Yellow Chroma for the remaining schematics to finish off the forge. So we are doing well. We are edging towards 100%, but this would be 2 or 3 videos shorter if this game hadn't been so piss poorly designed in many ways, or glitchy as fuck. So yeah, come back in a couple of days and we'll finish the area behind, and then we'll move on, and hopefully I'll be in a slightly better mood, because this has done nothing but sour me towards this whole experience, which is such a shame, because we've had such fun when we think back over the 20 episodes, from our little imposter friend to the scary Dewey's head, you know, to all the weird shit that's happened in between. There's been a lot of you know, there's been so many great moments, and I feel like in a weird way this has summed up my review of the game, because you just see these incredible moments of glory where it's like clearly an incredible game is there, and then just this sheer frustration. And for a little while I was beating myself up about it, going like, oh, why am I getting so frustrated? I'm not normally like that. Is it because I'm having to record them at the same time? Is that you know, because there's an added pressure? There is an added pressure for sure, to do things within a certain time frame because of the way the game is designed. But I think and that would be lessened if I was just playing it for myself, for sure. But because I've got you guys on for the ride, I want to make sure it's concise and we don't just repeat ourselves, because it's boring for you guys to see me just defeating the same guys over and over again. And as I mop up the remaining stuff before we go to the end game, it's infuriating. It really is, because it's just feels like the game is intentionally screwing with us at this point. And I know it isn't. I know that's not how it works. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Yeah, I think that just sums up my whole impression of the game, is that there is something glorious here, but it's the problems are far too. And this is the patched version. I feel really bad for the people who played the earliest version of this game. This is the one that supposedly functions, and it's been in many ways a nightmare. Sometimes just through bad design, that would have been their glitches fixed or not, and then often obviously the fact that I can't use half of Connie's moveset currently. Just when I was starting to get used to the idea of buffing her attacks before using them as well through study, and I'm finding that quite effective, I was starting to use it more often. Yeah, anyway, so that's everything for this video. We'll come back next time for another one, and hopefully less Grumpy Dan. Enjoy your day, afternoon, evening, whatever's left.